Hey guys, Paul here. Got another double DIN screen for y'all. It's from Pioneer. It's the AVH-X3700BHS. It's the 2015 radio or double DIN screen that has Bluetooth, HD radio, and Sirius XM capabilities. The radio runs around $399. Has a 1-year warranty. It's got the 6.1 inch screen from here to here. High volt, which is 4 volt pre-outs. It's got 3 of those. I'll show you those here in a few minutes. And it's got DVD, MP3, WMA, AAC, DVD, RDS, mirror link for certified mirror link Android devices, color customization, subwoofer controls, Dolby Digital, DivX, and all kinds of crazy features. Anyway, let's open the box up and let's see what's inside the box. The lid open here. First thing you come to is the microphone. That's for the Bluetooth. The various installation screws for kits and harnesses. I mean, for kits that you use to install the radio. The power wiring harness. Without that, the radio won't even do anything. 3-foot USB extension cable, because the USB is in the back of the radio, which I'll show you that here in a few minutes. And the remote control. Actually, very few screens nowadays seem to come with remote controls, and the Pioneers do. Let's see, we got the limited 1-year warranty card. Tells you all about it. You can fill this out if you want to. And the installation manual. As you can see, it's quite lengthy. You can also go to the Pioneer website and download the whole manual in PDF form. That way you can search for terms. That'd be a whole lot easier than trying to dig it up in here. That's usually what I do. It makes it a whole lot faster. Anyways, that's all for the top part. And I'm going to open up the pushes out of the way. Open up the lid. Pull this out. Nothing else in the box. We got some styrofoam, keep it cushiony while being transported. And you got a styrofoam baggie, which is really nice, easy to take off, don't tear. And there's the radio in all its glory and goodness. Alright, and what we'll do is I'll get it all mounted up. We'll see what's going on back here, flip it around, and see what happens here when it gets powered up. Alright, we got the turn around back here. As usual, we'll start from this side and work our way across. The first thing on top right here, this is the reverse camera input. This little port right here. Directly underneath it is the USB. It's 1 amp 5 volt USB output. That's for charging, and you can also use your the optional mirror link cable to plug into here as well to go through to your mirror link compatible Androids. Here we got audio. These two here, you know, left, right, and audio and video input. So this is input right here. This is video output. So if you have like multiple screens, you can plug that into. This big yellow port right here, if you can see that, that's for the optional navigation piece, which runs about $3.99. So it is navigation ready. Just plug it right in there and you're good to go. Your front, rear, and subwoofer high volt, which is 4 volt pre-outs. You can have just a bass amp, you can have 2 highs amps, a 4-channel amp, 5-channel amp, all kinds of different configurations to play all your speakers or just, you know, one certain area. Over here you got your power plug. That's what I showed you earlier. This first port right here is for the microphone. The next one is for WR, which stands for wired remote. And what that is, which means it's steering wheel control ready, which means you can, if your steering wheel has controls for the radio, you can purchase an optional module and you can make those work afterwards you install the radio. This little black plug right here, even though the plug is there, it is not used, so it's useless. According to the manual, I did look in the manual and that's what it said. This is the Sirius XM port. That's another optional module you can get, so there's more things you can plug into here and make this thing do a lot more stuff. And the module just plugs into here, and you subscribe to Sirius Satellite, and you're good to go. Directly underneath is your auxiliary input. So you can plug in a 3.5mm jack and come out around your dash and plug your phone in that way too, your laptop or old cassette player, whatever. And over here is your antenna plug-in for FM reception. And you might need some adapters for that. Alright, that's pretty much it for the back side. Let's get it flipped around, turned on, powered up, and see what the front side looks like. Alright, we got it plugged in here. It says select program language. You're going to select English. And hit this little arrow over here. And it takes us to the speaker mode settings. You want network mode or standard mode. Do not use a standard when a three-way network system is connected. Let's go down to speakers. So we're just going to just skip this, click OK. Device, iPod, Android, let's see, iPhone, iPod, or others. And asking if you want to click use the mirror link. Or USB, or connections, wireless Bluetooth, with all kinds of different connections you can select here. And these will be the different icons that will be available when you select what you want to select. See the USB going away, click USB, it's coming back. Mirror link's not there, you click others, mirror link shows up. So it's really configurable, just you haven't got to the radio yet. Let's see, click the arrow down. Okay, now it brings us to the radio. It has the new NEX software driven. Click here and it shows you a bunch of different things. We'll just put it on HD radio for now. Before we go any further, the outside has a nice glossy black look with some little bit of, looks like dark gray areas right here. There's your reset button right here, right next to the eject button. And you got the eject button, which if you had some sort of disc in there, it was spit it out, of course. This is your CD DVD area right here. Got DivX, DVD, Bluetooth, and HD radio wording right here. And going down the bottom down here, we got Sirius XM and mixed tracks. Got the Pioneer HD radio sticker, which you can remove. It's just little stickers. And Sirius XM radio sticker as well. And the model number right here. Down the side, we got your positive and negative. This is the volume right here. Mode. We'll go through these here in a few minutes, but mode. This is the home button with the little four blue thing. You click it, it takes you to the home screen. That's the home screen right there. Display and tuner changing, track changing buttons right here. And so anyway, of course the volume does the volume up and down. Mode, you click it, and apparently it doesn't do anything on this particular screen. In fact, let me go back to HD radio. Mode, still doesn't do anything. Okay, of course the middle one takes you to the home screen. Display, just turns the display off. It's kind of like basically turning the radio off, but just the display off. Got the channel changing. You can see, actually I'm changing to the presets right now. You got FM1, FM2, FM3, AM, or back to FM1 again. Got your channel changing buttons here, which also probably the same way on your iPhone or iPod and Android controls. There, this would be album art if it had it. Got the clock, looks like date. Equalizer settings, Bluetooth settings, and of course, like I said, your presets. And you can actually scroll through. Let's say if you want 87.9 on number 4, I think you hold it. Yeah, there it is, 87.9. Alright, let's see. That's all for those. Click the gears. This is actually all the setup menu items. We got the star, which is favorites. So you can actually favorite different menu items to put in here. Like it's something you need to access regularly. I'll show you how to do that here in a few minutes. It'll show up here. The next step down is AV, system, and everything that's in the system you can change. And these little stars that are blacked out with just kind of outline. If you click those, let's say Everscroll, you click it, the star highlights. So if you go back to the star up here, it shows Everscroll on the things. You can access it all. If you need to more often, easier. And if you just click it again, it takes the highlight away from the star, and if you go back to this one, it takes it off the list. So you can have an adjustable list that way. Anyway, got AV source settings, ever scroll, input output settings, camera settings, demo mode, system language, restore. Said this is if you had the parking brake in and the parking brake was hooked up, these will light up and give you different stuff to choose from. System information is firmware and license stuff. And let's see, I guess we'll start from the top. AV source settings. You go into here, you got mix track settings, radio settings, Sirius settings, and Bluetooth audio. You can turn that off or on from here. Off, on. So if you buy a Bluetooth radio, you know, it's up to you if you want to turn it off, I guess. Mix track settings. You got short playback mode, display effect, cut-in effect, effect settings, and pattern flash, or flash pattern, sorry. Playback mode, this tells the radio when after you download the free mix tracks program from Pioneer, you use the program to mix all your songs together like a DJ at a club, and the radio will tell while it's in mix tracks mode to play the song in various lengths. So let's say if you want to play each song to play for 60 seconds or 90 seconds, 120 seconds, 150 seconds, or just random, it'll play that length of a song before it switches over. So every 60 seconds for 1 minute, it'll switch over to the next song. And most songs last 3 to 5 minutes. Display effect. You can turn that off or on. Cut-in effect, off or on. Effect setting. And this is where you actually do all kinds of different stuff. You can crossfade, planar, echoes, loops, reverbs, and all, for under standard. Simple. Take some checks away, and custom, you can actually, check the stuff that you want. It's just different effects that Mixtrax uses in the radio. Flash pattern, you got different sounds. You can actually modify that the way you want to. Alright, that's all for that. The next thing is radio settings. So we go into here, we got blending, seek all, and local off. CHD radio. So when it's on all, it'll look for HD radio first. Then, if it's not there, it'll switch over to analog. If not, it'll just search for HD radio and stop. Sirius XM settings. Once the Sirius is hooked up, all these little buttons will light up and do different things. Once you get Sirius XM going. Alright, the next is Everscroll. All it does, if your song title's longer than the screen, it'll scroll across or not, however you want to do that. Input output settings, smartphone setup. This is where we were before, so you know how to get to it. It's in the smartphone settings. AV input, you can turn this on for source or camera. Auxiliary input, which is that little port in the back, you turn it off or on just like the Bluetooth. See, that's all for that. Camera settings. Camera view off or on. That's if you want to actually see the camera without having to be in reverse. You use a little button that you can turn on. Backup camera input. You can actually turn it on. Or of course, if you turn it on, it actually gives you the function for the other ones. And different vehicles use different polarities to turn the cameras on. Like GMs might use the plus. Whereas, let's say a Volkswagen might use, I'm just saying, I don't know if it is or not, might use the ground to turn the camera on. But usually it's always on battery, so shouldn't really go wrong with that, but it'll give you the option to change it if it doesn't come on. Demo mode's always good to turn it off. Here instead of on, as usual. We've already done the system length settings. So that's everything for system. Next one down is theme. We got background, so you can actually change the way the background looks. The ones with the little things are moving backgrounds, or just have no background at all, or have a spectrum analyzer playing. Theme, you can set it up to do different like color themes and stuff. Clock. Different styles of clock settings. Illumination. I don't want to favorite that. Illumination. You can select what color you want. I say green. This right here turns green. If you want it red, this here turns red. or you make it variable colors, or just circle through. Theme again, background, and clock. So we've already done all of those. Alright, go to theme. We'll do audio section. Graphic equalizer. These are presets: super bass, powerful, natural, vocal, flat, or custom 1, custom 2. Custom 1, custom 2, or your own settings that you change, and you can change them to whatever you want. You have like this one, you just by running your fingers across. And if you're done, you can go to custom 2, which you can just press up there, and whoop, something like that. See, custom 1, custom 2. It saves all that for you. Oops. Fader bounce, we all know what that is. Mute level, that's just telling you the very variable things for the mute. Source level adjustment, source level, or SLA, is any source that makes sound, like CD or radio or iPod or whatever. You can do an adjustment on that. Subwoofer controls, turn them off or on. Where's there? Listening position, turn that. You can actually kind of dial in who's all there. If it's just you, you can just do front left or all for everything. Time alignment preset. Save settings, low settings, bass boost. It usually likes your for the bass. Rear speaker output is for the rear. Loudness off. You got low, mid, and highs. Automatic level control, you can turn it off or on if it's messing with you. Alright, that's all for those settings. This little circle here. DVD DivX setup. I still want the favorite for some reason. Pretty much all your basic DVD settings and stuff. If it's not playing or doing what it should, you go under and mess with things. And the last is Bluetooth. Since I don't have a phone hooked up to it right now, it's just showing the button where I can't access it. Let's see. There's the home button here. Got apps. If you like app mode, album art, telephone, AV, the actual all source deal, Bluetooth, Pandora, USB, DVD, CD, and of course HD radio. When I click AV, it shows all of the stuff, whether it's usable or not, like the Sirius XM, the My Vehicle. Alright, that was the Pioneer AVH-X3700BHS. And that says for Bluetooth, HD radio, and Sirius XM. And of course the Sirius XM's ready, so it doesn't come with it immediately. But anyway, for a 1-year warranty, $349, tons of features, remote control, DVD player, Bluetooth. It's got nearly everything you possibly need, and mirror link for your Android phones. Anyway, if you like this video, just hit like down there. Maybe leave a comment or something like that. And this is Paul. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have an excellent day, and please subscribe.